Well, it's the video that no drone YouTuber wanted to make, but obviously we're all going to, and I'm no different. Hey everyone, I want to talk about some important industry news that is affecting drone technology here in the United States, but also I want to share a clear and positive breakdown of what's going on and what it means for us as pilots. So the big headline, obviously, DJI, the world's largest drone manufacturer, has just been added to the US government's covered list. Now, it sounds serious, and it is. It's a big deal. But let's unpack it in plain English so people understand what it actually means for you, your gear, and your flying. So first of all, what is the covered list? Covered list is a list maintained by the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, and it includes communications equipment and services that have been determined to pose an unacceptable risk to U.S. national security. Now, once a company or technology is on that list, it can no longer get FCC approval for new devices to be sold or used in the U.S. In other words, if you're a manufacturer and you're on that covered list, you can't bring new products into the U.S. market that require FCC certification. Now, this comes from national security rules designed to make sure sensitive communications gear doesn't expose critical infrastructure or data to foreign risks. So, when did this happen? Literally today, December 22nd, 2025. The FCC updated its covered list to include DJI and other foreign-made drones and components, saying that they present a risk. Excuse me. Now, this isn't out of the blue. It's the result of a provision in the 2025 National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA. If the government didn't complete a security review of DJI by a deadline at the end of 2025, which is now, then DJI would automatically be added to the list, and that's exactly what happened. There was no security review. So we all knew it's coming, but it's like it's like whenever a basketball team has the lead and then they just hold the ball for the second half of the game. That's basically what the US government did. Now, has this happened to other companies before? Yes. It's not a new concept, the covered list. So for years, certain communications companies, especially foreign firms like Huawei, ZTE, and a bunch of others, have already been on this list because of similar national security concerns. Those designations meant that their equipment couldn't be authorized in the U.S. without navigating serious regulatory hurdles, and that's the model that's now being applied to DJI. So DJI being added isn't unprecedented. It's just the first time the big drone provider has landed on this specific national security list. Now, important clarification, what it means and what it doesn't mean. Let's be super clear, because this is where a lot of confusion comes in. 1, you can still fly your existing DJI drones. Devices already authorized and already in use are not automatically banned. And also, you can still enjoy DJI gear for personal and commercial use, just like before, as long as the equipment is already on the market. Now, what is changing moving forward? DJI will not be able to get FCC approval for new drone models or radios and whatever sold here in the US. So that means new releases may never even reach the US market, and future imports could dry up. And there are evolving regulatory powers that could allow the FCC to even further in the future, but for now, your current gear keeps flying. So what can drone pilots do going forward? Here's the positive part. Keep flying what you have. Your DJI drones, whether you use them for fun, filmmaking, mapping, business, whatever, are still legal to use and enjoy. 2, plan for the future. If you know you want to expand your fleet later, now might be a good time to research alternative brands that are easy to obtain and not on restricted lists. Number 3, start looking at US-based innovations. This shift creates an opportunity for domestic drone makers and new technologies to grow, which is exciting for the industry. It isn't right now because we're all gloom and doom, but we'll get there. As restrictions reshape the market, we could see new innovative platforms emerge that are being built right here. 4, stay involved and informed. Regulations can evolve quickly. Follow updates from the FAA, the FCC, and the industry news sources so you can make good decisions for your flying. So what are my final thoughts? Yes, this is significant. It's a regulatory news for DJI as a company. It sucks. Yes, it changes the landscape of how drones come into the U.S. But for everyday pilots, the story isn't over. It's not all bad. You can keep flying today, prepare wisely for tomorrow, and be a part of a growing, diverse drone community that includes new manufacturers and technologies. The sky's still open, guys. And now we've just got a new chapter in the story of where it's all heading. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with other people so that they can also be informed. And I'll see you on the next video, where I may not be talking about drones. I may be talking about my other cameras, gimbals, whatever. Or once I find a new good drone that isn't banned, I'll make reviews of it here. But I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys. Bye.